Namaste and welcome. Today I am reading a written response to an inquiry sent in by email. This email reads, Hi Shruti, I saw you on Buddha at the gas pump. My instincts as well as common sense have communicated to me that you have probably had hundreds of people offer medical suggestions to you, and in that context I am no different. I think it is human nature to reach out when you see someone in pain, especially when your own journey has included it. So here I am making a suggestion. Thank you very much. Although I will not read the rest of this suggestion here, because it is too lengthy for this video, I do thank you for your kind sentiment. I have indeed received many medical suggestions that I feel come from a place of great kindness and compassion. However, in truth, I feel that these challenging circumstances must be met first at a spiritual level. Beyond the back gap interview, I do address my healing process and deeper spiritual insight in my book, The Hidden Value of Not Knowing. The deepest longing is to know your true being, the one that cannot leave you, and this cannot be accomplished by physical healing alone. To find the one that cannot leave you is to uncover who you naturally already are, at the root of your being. Underneath the layers of thoughts and feelings, the body and its sensations, you exist first. Even you are here first to see your own consciousness. All of your conscious experience rises and falls first within your unmoving sight. The one who never moves, your own earliest being, the source and the root of all that we are and everything we see. This one we may call God. God is not waiting for you to get better. He does not require that you heal in order to find true healing. In fact, each day as our bodies age, and the skin and bone become more frail, they also become more transparent. The physical form yields always to the timeless light within. God's light shines always from behind your eyes. If the mind had its way, it would share with you a story of perfect healing. This certainly seems to be what the mind is looking for in order to find its peace with something like chronic pain. But true peace was never found for any length of time within only what the mind is looking for. This body has not experienced perfect healing. This body is not perfect. It is just a body and subject to the laws of illness and health, aging and time, pain or no pain, life and death. If I must wait for perfect healing, in order to find my peace and in order to meet God within myself, then already I have waited too long. Any time spent waiting is too long to meet God, and meeting God within oneself is a true and final healing. To rest as one's earliest being is to uncover God's grace in each moment of your life, so that it can more clearly and lovingly guide even this process of healing. I will share a short story about one point in my healing process where I developed a foot infection that was severe and would not heal. It was very difficult to walk. Day and night it burned and blistered. and I could find no relief to heal it properly. Medicated creams and ointments, natural supplements, and doctors' prescriptions all literally failed at my feet. As I searched the internet for alternate treatments, I spontaneously read a story online about how many soldiers in World War II had also experienced these infections. Without proper medical care, they found another solution: to walk every day in the ocean for at least 1 week. As I read this story, I knew intuitively that this would also be my resolution, that I must walk in the ocean to heal my feet. But I did not live near the ocean, so I tried to mimic the salt water with ordinary table salt. When this did nothing, I bought pure ocean salts that had been harvested directly from the sea. I found that a bathtub with salt water could not mimic the ocean, and I felt at a loss for what to do. But instead of staying with the feelings of helplessness and even despair that can arise in reaction to the external circumstances, we can remain at rest inside, at the root of being, where it becomes natural to see that life can reveal God's grace in each moment. From this calm, this space, this expansive quiet within, we can more clearly see the inner workings of grace that are already in place. Long before I had developed this infection, my family had arranged for me to visit them, and I realized that I already had in my possession a plane ticket for the following week. You see, my family lives quite close to the Atlantic Ocean. This ordinary plane ticket was actually a golden ticket to heal my feet. Walking in the ocean completely healed the infection, so fully that my skin became new again like a child's, and each day spent walking along the coast in the fresh air and sunshine was the most enjoyable medicine I could have ever imagined. On my last day at the beach, I walked out on the sand in the failing light and looked out over the setting sun reflecting on the ocean water. The sun dropped lower in the sky, and as it did, I noticed a strange phenomena occurring. There was a perfect ring of light shining out around the edges of the sun, and on each side of the circle a flare of light stretched outward like an angel's wings. The ring of light was huge, like the edges of the sun had expanded and taken over the whole sky, and yet its light was very gentle. I looked up in awe at this heavenly vision. Later I would read online that this ring of light was an atmospheric condition called a sundog that sometimes occurs when cold air creates ice crystals in the sky. The light reflects off the crystals, forming a perfect 22-degree circle around the sun. But I do not really see ice crystals, the same way I do not really see infections or the temporary skin and bone that forms our feet. This body we experience for a short time only, but the light of clear seeing never fades. At the root of being is your constant seeing that illuminates even your own vision. God's light simply is, and this we may come to see naturally as the truth at the root of your own being, where all of the world exists at the feet of your own earliest seeing. The real golden ticket, the one we are always in possession of, is who you are already. within and beyond each moment of your experience. You simply exist. In order to heal the body or the mind, perhaps we must wait for that plane or that treatment, but to simply rest in each moment as the place of earliest seeing is to know what is already perfectly healed. To know God's unconditional love is to know who you are that needs no condition, to already and always exist as what is even deeper than the deepest sense of rest and peace. Healing the body is a tremendous relief, but ultimately temporary. Always you are here and before, and this is what is primary. The infection, the pain, and the healing exist only in the layers of the mind and body that you see that come after who you are here first to see them. In your own inner recognition, you are healed before the body is healed, before the mind has become quiet, before you feel any better or have become anything else. Call your attention back to where you come from, where the source of all of your experience comes from in you. Can we use all of our human experience in service to this inwardly looking view, to look inward to see if our earliest source of vision has ever known anything? The highest value of sharing my story of extreme pain is not even to seek more medical treatment, but to ask the most valuable question I can offer. Pain asks who you really are, but instead of asking it, it simply takes away what you are not. It can take away each layer of your experience, where you see that even consciousness can leave you. With whose vision are you seeing when the lights of consciousness are going out? With so much love.